You have one part 1 in my textbook. This is, so you have 3x plus 5 into 3x plus 5. Now, how will you multiply these two? So, normally, how would we have multiplied? What we would have done is, normally, we would have multiplied by taking 3x into 3x. And then, there's a plus sign here, the plus sign here. So this plus combines with this plus sign to give you a plus sign. Then 3x into 5. Then these two plus signs combine to give you a 5 into 3x. And then plus, then these two plus signs combine to give you a 5 into 5. Isn't it? This is how you would have multiplied to get 9x squared plus 15x plus 15x plus 25, which is 9x squared plus 30x plus 25. So this is the way we would have multiplied. But since we know a plus b whole square formula, instead of multiplying this way, we shall now multiply the other way. That is by applying a plus b whole square. So what we do, instead of multiplying it this way, we'll write 3x plus 5 into 3x plus 5 as 3x plus 5 square, whole square. And now this is of the form a plus b whole square. So where a is your 3x and b is your 5. Okay. So if you consider a as your 3x, if you expand by a plus b whole square formula, how much will you get? You will get a square, right? Plus you have 2ab, isn't it? So 2a is 3x
উপরে পড়ছিস কেন? কোথায় পড়বি? বললাম তুই নিচে পড়বি সবসময়।
b is 5, right? 2ab plus, and you have b square. So you have 5 square. So this becomes 3 square x square plus, now if you multiply these, 2 into 3 into 5 will give you 30, right? And you have an x here. And 5 square is 25. So this will be 3 square is 9 plus 1 plus 25. So instead of multiplying it this way, we will multiply this way. That is, we are using a plus b whole square. Okay. So whenever whenever this kind of a problem is given to you, you will apply a plus b whole square instead of multiplying it this way. Okay. This is a better way, a shorter way of multiplication. Okay. We come to the next problem here. One 5. We have 2 by a plus 5 by b into 2 by a plus 5 by b. Again, if you see, two expressions are there which are being multiplied which are repetition. These two are the same actually, and we are multiplying these two, right? So therefore, this will become a square. So this will be 2 by a plus 5 by b whole square. Now, if you consider this 2 by a to be your a and this to be your b, then this will become a plus b whole square, right? And what is a plus b whole square? It is a square. A is 2 by a plus 2ab, 2 into 2 by a into 5 by b So this is your a square plus 2ab, and which one is the b square? It's 5 by b whole square. This is your b square term. Okay. So now we will simplify this. So we'll get 2 square by a square plus, now if you multiply this 2 into 2 into 5 will give you 20 divided by ab plus 5 square by b square. So this is 4 by a square plus 20 by ab plus 25 by b square. That's it. This is your answer. We do the next one. The next problem is 105 square. Okay. So how to do how to calculate 105 square? I give you an example. If you remember in the last class, we break up 105 as 100 plus 5. 105 square. So if you see, I've given a red asterisk here, right? A red star. So wherever problems I've given a red star, that means these problems are important for your exam. Okay. So 105 square, how do you calculate this? With the help of a plus b whole square. You break this up as 105 as, you can write 105 as 100 plus 5. Now you can consider a as your 100 and b as your 5. So now this will become a square, which is 100 square, plus b square, 2ab, 2 into a into b plus b square, right? Why do we break it up as 100 plus 5? Why can't we break it up as 110 minus 5? Or why can't we break it up as 200 minus 5? We break it up as 100 minus 5 because we know, because 100 square, because we are squaring 100. It is very easy to find 100 square because we can simply write this as 1 followed by 4 zeros. And it is also very easy to find 5 square. We are finding here, right? So that is why we break 105 as 100 plus 5 and not any other breakup. Okay. So 2 into 100 into 5 will give you 1000, and 5 square will give you 25. So this is, if you add all this, I think there's a mistake here I have made. Okay, just correct this. Okay, this should be 1 followed by 4 zeros. Okay, so this will be 1 1 0 2 5, and that should be your answer. Okay, so just correct this in the notes. Okay, this is just a slip of pen that I have made. This should be 1 1 0 2 5. Next one is 6.1 square. 6.1, how will you break 6.1 square? Should break it up as 6 plus 0.1 square, because both 6 and 0.1 are very easy to square. That is why we break it up as 6 plus 0.1. Okay, now we are going to expand this by a plus b whole square. So this is my a, this is my b. So this is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Okay, so this is 36 plus 12 into 0.1 plus 0.1 into 0.1 is 0.01. All of you know this. 0.1 into 0.1 is 0.01. Any questions here?
No, sir.
36 plus. Now 12 into 0.1. How will you multiply this? You first multiply 12 with 1 to get 12. And how many, now from the right, how many decimal you have to move? Only one, right? So here I have a decimal point which moves here. So I get 1.2 actually, right? So this one becomes 12 into 0.1 is 1.2 plus 0.01. And therefore you just add all this, you get 37.12 or 37.21. Okay, this is 37.21. Sit with the next one, which is 3 part 1. Question here is PQ plus 5R whole square. You have to find out the expansion of this. Again, we'll use A plus B whole square. A here is PQ. This is PQ and B here is 5R. So which is A square plus twice A B. B here is 5R plus B square. So you get PQ whole square is P square Q square. Now how do you multiply this? Multiply 2 and 5 to get 10. And you have PQ and R. So you simply get 10 PQ R plus 5 square R square. So you get P square Q square plus 10 PQR plus 25R square. Okay. This is 3 part 1. Okay, we now move on to the next one, which is question number 3 part 3. It's not visible on your screen, but this is the question. Question is find the following squares. Okay, so this is root 2a plus root 3b square. Now see here, I have a root 2a. This consider this as my a and this entire thing as my b. So if I consider this as a and this as b, so I will have first a square plus 2ab. See here, a is outside the radical. Okay, this is the root 2 and a is outside. This is not root 2a. You don't have a root above a. Okay, be very careful here. And then you have root 3 into b. So now this becomes root 2 square a square plus, now you multiply all this, 2 into root 2 into root 3 b plus, and you have root 3 square b square. Now root 2 square is you know the when you square a square root, how much do you get? When you square a number which is itself a square root, this square root and this 2 will cancel each other to simply give you a 2. 2a square plus twice square root. Now see that root 2 is under a radical and root 3 is also under a radical. You can combine them. Remember this rule, okay? Very important rule. Whenever two numbers are inside a radical, two positive numbers are inside a radical, you can combine them. So 2 square root 2 into 3, and then you have a b plus, and then again root 3 square. Again this radical and the square will cancel each other. So simply give you a 3.
So,
Yes.
sir,
Yes.
where is the A in the above line? 2 into square 2A. Square root 2A. So, where is the A?
A is here, root 2 square is square. Here it is.
No, sir, in the above line, the first line.
This line you mean?
Yes, sir.
This entire thing is a. Root 2a, you see, this entire thing is a. So this is your a squared term. This is your 2ab term. And this is your b square. Clear? This is your 2. 2 into a into b. Okay. We're moving on to the next one. Now we move on to the next identity, which is a minus b whole square. Very similar to a plus b whole square, except that you have a minus sign. Let us consider this. How do you multiply these two? Okay, so that means this will become 9y minus 5 whole square. Now see, this is a and you have a minus sign in between. This is b. So this is a minus b whole square form. Now according to the identity, how much is a minus b whole square? It is a square, which is 9y, minus 2ab. 2, a is 9y, b is 5, plus b square. Right? Now I'm writing a minus b above. You will not write a minus b above. Okay. Even if you write a minus b above, you'll write it with a pencil and erase it. Okay. 9 square y square minus, this is 90y plus 25, and that is 81 y square minus 90y plus 25, and that is your answer. Okay, this is just like a plus b whole square, except that you have a minus sign in between. Let us see the next one, 97 whole square. How to find out the value of 97 whole square? Now 97 whole square, how will you break? It should be 100 minus 3. Why 100 minus 3? Because both 100 and 3 are very easy to square. That is why. So 2 part 2. 97 square. I will break 97 square as 100 minus 3. Because both 100 and both 3 are easy to square. Because if I square 100, I'll get 1 followed by 4 zeros. And if I square 3, I'll get 9. I know all this, right? But if I break it up as any other, let us see if I break it up as, let us say if I break it as 90 plus 7. So 90 plus 7 will not be too easy to square. 90 square, it will be a little difficult to square. 7 square will be a little difficult to square, isn't it? 7 square is 49, but 90 square will be a little difficult to square. So that's why the easiest way to break 97 is 100 minus 3. We break 97 as 100 minus 3, and then we expand this by a minus b whole square, where a is your 100, b is your 3. So you have a square minus 2 into a into b plus 3 square. So this is 1 and then followed by 4 zeros minus 600 plus 9. Now if you add this, you'll get 1009 minus 600, which is 9409. Okay, so this is how you should be doing this. Okay, the next question here is nine point six. Yes, it is 9.6. This is 2 part 8. 9.6 square. How do you break up 9.6? You break up 9.6 as 10 minus 0.4. Because you know 10 square is 100 and you know 0.4 square is 0.16. So this is easier to square. So we break up this as 10 minus 0.4. Now we shall expand by a plus b whole square. So this is a square minus twice a b plus b square. So you get this as 100 minus, now this is 10 into 0.4. If you multiply these two, how much will you get? You'll get, if you're multiplying 10 by a decimal, this decimal will shift here. You'll simply get 10 into 4 plus 0.4 into 0.4. How do you multiply? Again, 4 into 4 is 16, right? 4 into 4 is 16. And when you're multiplying 4, see, one decimal is here, one decimal is here. Two places. That means the decimal must move two places in the product. That means one place here, one place here. So 1 plus 1 is 2. So that decimal will move two places. So 1, 2. So you'll put a decimal point here with a 0. That's it. Okay. So this will be 100 minus 8 plus 0.16, which is 100 point. You add up 100 and 0.6 to get 100.16 minus 8, which is 92.16. And that's your answer. Okay. So I'll stop here. I will not proceed any further. I'll continue tomorrow. Okay.